Hola everybody, my name's Izzy, and welcome to Izzysplanet. Today I'm going to be doing the first episode of I Bet You've Never Heard of It. That's wherever I buy an old game, and I truly believe that you probably never even heard of. Okay guys, so today we're going to be playing NecroVision, which is a first-person shooter published back in 2009 by 505 Games and the Farm 51. Okay guys, you're probably thinking, old game? That's 2009, that's not even that old. Okay, I have to admit, it's not that old, but I didn't know that whenever I was buying the game, so give me a break. Okay, so basically when I got home, I looked up on the game, and the game was published back in 2009, which is not that old, but for the price that I got it for, only $5, you can't really beat it. And I have to say that I'm pretty darn impressed. Did you see that intro? It's freaking godly. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Okay, so immediately when I started the game, I wanted to go directly into Recruit. I didn't want to get too deep in the water, and I'm glad I didn't, because oh my god, this game is pretty darn hard. And whenever I say hard, it isn't really like hard as in you'll die a lot. It's hard because there's so many things you have to do in order to get past a level. I honestly probably went over like 3 levels and that was it. I decided to call it quits and start the review. Okay, to say the least, this game is awesome. The storyline takes you into World War I, where you play as Simon Bunker, a recruit into the British Army, where you're an American. You're the only American. You're like a rooster in a chicken house, I swear to God. Because your voice is like the only American voice, and everyone else's voice you just have to make out. So, yeah. Okay, you with the British Army are going against the German Army, which have a little secret. Yeah, they're fighting with demons, and witches and vampires. Any demonic thing you could think of, they're fighting with it. And in this game, you'll see it. It looks pretty awesome. So, whenever I started off the game, I was pretty darn impressed with the graphics, as well as the gameplay. It's pretty nice. The only thing I have a problem with is kicking. You can't seem to press the button because it's control, and you have, and to run and to move around it's WASD. In order to kick, you have to press the control button, which is way down there. And so you can probably see a lot of my scenes where I'm just like, oh my god, I can't shoot, and I gotta kick, and I'm pressing the shift button, and I'm not doing anything. Okay, so that's one problem. Another problem is with the loading screens. Oh my god, does it take forever? And all my quality options are on mediums, just so that I could record with Fraps, because Fraps could be a little asshole sometimes. But yes, and even though it's on medium, it takes forever to load these maps and to load the next section. Not to say that, of course, whenever you go into checkpoints, you also have to wait a little while too, because those take a while too. They'll like stop you right in your tracks. You'll be like, "What's going on? Is my computer freezing?" No, it's actually just a checkpoint. But yes, enough with ditching the game. The game was good. I really did like even the shooter portion of the game. It reminded me a lot of Call of Duty. I mean, it reminded me a schnazzload of Call of Duty. The only thing you can't do is knife anybody. But that's not to say you can't grab a knife and knife anybody, but it's not like you can just press one button and do it. Okay, so the game's guns are kind of good, but of course we're talking about World War I games, and those guns are kind of difficult for me to be playing with, because some of them are only single-shot rifles, and you have to keep on reloading and reloading and reloading, and there's a lot of people in this game, a lot of German soldiers who are just ready to kill you, and you just gotta keep it. Oh my god, I'm telling you. But I have to say, it's not very easy to die. There's health packs everywhere. I mean, everywhere. You can't die. And ammo. Along with that, there's ammo everywhere. Of course, we do have to remember that I'm playing Recruit mode, and that has a lot to do with why it's so easy. Okay, so the German soldiers are easy to get through, but I have to say that some of them, whenever you shoot them in the most viable places, they still live. They're not like zombies or anything, well, only some of them are, but they don't die very easy. Even whenever you shoot them with a huge gun, they'll still stay alive, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so as you go on into the game, you do find out that there's a schnazzload of bosses. I mean, multiple bosses in one stage. I was just like, another one? I'm telling you, and these bosses are not easy. They always summon a whole bunch of army for them to fight for them. And I'm just like, oh my god, I forget about them. I just walk around them and just jump and run and then just shoot the boss. Because the boss, you can hit him at 80 times. It's just that he's flying all over the sky above you. You gotta keep on reloading and shoot him and reload and shoot him and reload. And whoa, I'm telling you, there's a lot of work to do in this game. Okay, but anyways, when you do get further in the game, you did get a little bit of eye struck. You're just like, wow, these graphics are really good. sometimes I even took a look around the environment to check it out. Though I do have to say, since they used the Paint engine to create a lot of these textures and graphics, you do have to look at the boxes and all that stuff. A lot of it is really just kind of created and reused in the game all over the place. Like in this example right here. These two boxes, I swear to God, they're exactly the same. One of them's a little darker because it's in the shade, but the other one, I mean, they're exactly the same. Anyways, I did find that the wood and everything in the game looked a little unrealistic. But if you kind of not even bother about that, you just kind of feel like you're really set in World War I. If you do count, of course, that there are no witches and demonic demons or zombies walking around. Okay, guys. To say the least, this game is good. I mean, there are a few flaws in every game you'll play, but that's just to say, of course, that games are always going to be criticized. But NecroVision, I have to give it its props. It did a great job for only being $5 a piece, coming out in 2009, being so cheap. I don't know why. The game looks really good. They did a great job. And with that said, I'm going to have to say that I'm going to go ahead and give NecroVision a good 8.5 out of 10 stars. That's right, guys. That's a pretty good score. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and leave you off with a little scene that I saw during the game that pretty much was pretty awesome. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hope to see you back. Peace out. Bye.